All right, so you may be wondering whether now is the right time to buy or sell property. So stay tuned, this one's for you. And make sure you check out my full property market update by heading on over to martinuzzi.com.au. So, wow, we've seen a huge boost in buyer activity in the last week. So last week, the RBA met, they cut the cash rate to 3.85%. And since then, it's like a light switched on. Buyer inquiries have just increased tenfold. We already had fairly strong buyer inquiries already in the marketplace. So this decision by the RBA is certainly, I think, a sign that property prices might climb from here, because naturally, when your borrowing capacity increases, that gives buyers more confidence. It gives more disposable income for those families that have a mortgage, and that stimulates the economy, all right? So the RBA's decision was based on the fact that they've got that inflation back in that 2 to 3% range, and so they want to help stimulate economic growth, and that's what they do with the cash rate, and that's what they've done for years. What's interesting, I've seen it, some of the charts showing the cash rate back in like late 80s, early 90s, up near the 16%, and just over time, over the last 35 years, that cash rate has kept coming down and down and down. So I wonder what they're going to do when that cash rate gets close to zero, and what options will they have to stimulate economic growth. On the top of that, there's talk of wages increasing. There's still a shortage of properties available to purchase. Population growth is still surging. The labour markets are tight. And all these signals show us a strong market moving forward. We've actually seen a boost in auction activity in most markets as well. And that's a clear sign of buyer sentiment right now. So we look at capital cities across the board. On average, annual dwelling prices are up 7% and slightly higher here on the Sunshine Coast. And those markets differ across the nation. I'll put all the details in this week's article as well for you, so check that out there. And what's another observation as well that kind of gives us an indication of where the future of property prices are going is what property owners are asking for the sale of their property. And we've actually seen that increase by 7% year on year as well. So this time last year, vendors were asking 7% less for their property. So that's climbed as well. And that shows you that property owners have confidence in achieving their property prices. And they probably see the signs out there as well. There's a shortage of properties. There's plenty of buyer demands. And that's what's happening in the property market. So is it a good time to buy or sell right now? Well, that's the ultimate question. But see, a lot of people have this short-term focus on property. And property really is a long-term game. And you can watch the media. One week they're saying it's a doom and gloom story, and the next week there's another boom coming to the property market, and people just react on that. So you have to sort of disregard that. Look at the bigger picture signs, and look at your bigger picture plan in life as well, and take that long-term approach. And I think the government needs to do that around housing as well. But that's my little wrap this week. So again, check out the article, have a read of that, and reach out if there's any more information or anything at all we can help you with on your buying or selling journey. Have a great day and have a great week ahead.